Yeah, welcome to the today's session. So, today we are going to see about page object model. Okay, so we are going to see the page object model. This is one of the you know framework. So, in this page object model, what we are going to do is actually we are separating our objects. Okay, we are first of all we are identifying the objects of each and every individual class. Okay, for every class we are going to identify an elements, and after that what we are going to do is we are going to create a actions performed by each of the element. That means we are separating our uh, methods and then elements. Okay, uh, the advantage is that, see, there will be no, you know generally if you see that we are writing, like, if you want to identify an element, see driver dot find element by dot, and we are identifying with any of the locator, and immediately what we are going to do is we are just performing the action over there, right? But here in page object model, what we are going to do is we are separating our objects and methods. That means first we are going to identify all the objects which are there in that current page, and each page we can call it as a different application. In page object model, each and every page we can uh, treat as an application. Okay, see, let us see how we are going to do that. Okay, now let me take Swag Labs. So this is my application today. Actually, here, along with this form implementation, we are working with a page factory. Okay, page factory. Page factory is nothing but a class which is provided by the Selenium. So by using this page object model, it will simplify, or it will make our applications or web pages, we can simplify it. Okay, we can say objects, we can say page objects, and by using this technique, what actually we'll do is, uh, see, creating objects for each and every element. Suppose say that, see, this is one element, right? This is one element and this is one element, right? First, what we are going to do is, first we are identifying all these elements, and after that we are writing an methods, the actions performed by each of the element. Unlike previously what we used to do, like, by simply driver dot find element by dot. Okay, and here the operation what we are going to perform is send text, right? So we are performing operation there only. But here in this page object model, we are not doing like that. We are just identifying the elements, web elements, and later on we are going to perform operations on the elements. Okay, now we are going to see how to do that. So for that, to identify the elements, we are using at the rate find by. Okay, at the rate find by, and at the same time, to initialize the elements, we use a method called init elements. So we are going to see how to perform that. Let me take a package. Okay, just let me take a package over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just creating as pom dot swag labs dot page factory. Okay, page factory dot pages. See, for as I told you that each page, I mean each page is a separate application we are going to treat as. Okay, now just click on finish, and I'm going to take one more package which is for test cases. Okay, that is for pages I'm taken, and this is for test cases. Com dot swag labs dot page factory dot test test cases. Okay, these are the two packages I have taken. So initially what I'm going to do is I'm just creating a login page. Okay, initially I'm creating a login page, a login page, and just click on finish. Okay, excuse me. Now what we need to do is, see, whenever we are creating an object for any class, so we'll declare um, data as private and methods are public. Why? Because we follow an encapsulation process over here. Okay, what is meant by encapsulation? Encapsulation is nothing but it is a wrapping up of data, I mean private data and public methods. Okay, we follow that encapsulation principle whenever we are going to design any page object. Okay, for every page class we follow the encapsulation principle. So what is the principle of encapsulation? We are declaring data as a private and methods are public, right? Likewise, what I'm going to do is, see, I'm just declaring as private web driver. Okay, web driver. Now see, actually we have declared this one, right? Now we need to initialize the driver. As of now we have not initialized the driver, just we have declared it. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are just initializing the driver. Initializing driver. How we are going to initialize the driver? By creating a constructor. Okay, by creating a constructor always be as a public. Okay, now what we need to do is we just pass the web driver as a parameter. Why? Because see, we accept the driver from the base class. Okay, we are going to accept this driver from the base class. That is the reason I'm passing it as, I mean I'm passing driver as a reference over here. Now actually we are calling this driver from the base class as I told you, and the whatever the driver we are calling from the base class, the same thing is assigned to this instance variable. Okay, the same driver what we are going to assign to this variable which is coming from the base class only. Okay, so during that time what we need to do is, see driver equals to driver. Okay, now so to differentiate this one, what we need to do is just use a this keyword here. Okay, this indicates that this is referring to the global variable, and this is refer to this local variable. Okay, this dot driver equals to driver. Okay, now as I told you that, see we are using the page factory, right? Okay, we are using page factory. So for that, what we need to declare is, see, now we have declared this what we call the driver. Okay, now we have initialized the driver. In the same way, what we need to do is we have to declare the page factory as well. Okay, page factory dot init. Okay, page factory dot init. Now this will accept two parameters. Okay, this will accept two parameters. One is driver instance, and the other one is current class reference. What is the current class reference? This. Okay, this indicates the current class reference. Okay, now see, in case if you are not providing this page factory dot init elements, what will happen is, uh, if you're not initializing the page elements, so that we can you might be a chances of getting the null point exception. In case if you are not declaring the page factory dot init elements, so there might be a chances of getting a null point exception. Okay, and whenever if you are, in case if I mean if you are trying to, see, if you are trying to call any other method from this page factory without declaring this, okay, it won't allow you, and it will give you a null pointer exception. So for that reason, what we need to do is we need to give a page factory dot init elements. So what it will do, it will initialize the elements. Okay, this will initialize the elements. Now see, now we are going to identify the locators. Now see here, so we are going to identify the first element, what it is. We have an id over here, right? Id. See here in page factory, if you want to identify the elements, we are not going to write like driver dot find element by dot. Okay, simply at the rate, okay, find by. Okay, at the rate find by id equals to, this is how we need to declare. Okay, so as this is a single web element, right? Web element, just you can give us username. Okay, now you need to import this find by. Okay, likewise you need to identify the password as well. So for the password also we are having a id, right? At the rate find by id equals to password, and this is also a single web element. password. Just declare it as password. Okay, now, so what is the third element we need to identify? Login button, right? So for login button also, ID is available here. Okay, at the rate find by ID equals to. So this is also a web element and simply placing it as login button. Okay, now we have declared the variables. I mean, we have identified the web elements. Now what we need to do? Now we need to write the actions for that, or we can call that as methods. That means actions. I mean, what action is these elements are going to perform, we are going to write it over here. So now you came to know that, right? We have separated the elements, and in the other, in this the in the other class, what I'm going to do, I'm just writing the methods. I mean, writing the actions which is performed by each of the element. Okay, now what I need to do, public void. First thing, I just wanted to verify a login. Verify login. Okay, just verify login. See, now here what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to give the values directly. I just wanted to accept the values from the user. Okay, I just wanted to accept the values from the user. So during that situation, what I need to do is, I'm just passing string username, at the same time string password. Okay, string username and string password. Now see here, directly, see, I am directly interacting with the web element. I'm directly interacting with the web element. Yeah, at the same time, no, send keys. Okay, see now, if you look at here, the third one, okay, this third one here, the third one, what we are doing is, here we are writing the driver dot find element method. Okay, for which one? L dot btn. Why? Because see, uh, here we are not taking it from anywhere. Directly we are following the same old procedure, like, driver dot find element. I mean, first we are going to interact with the driver, and then we have taken that by locator, and then we are performing the operation. Where in this third, third case, like, clicking on button. You got my point? See here, these two, okay, username dot send keys, username dot send keys. Here what we are doing is, we are directly interacting with the element. I mean, we are not going through driver dot. But whereas in this last situation, I mean, in this uh, L button dot click, here what we are doing is, here we are writing driver dot find element method. Okay, and then we have taken that by locator. Okay, by using by locator, and then we are performing the action over here. Okay, now see here what I need to do. Just yeah, as we have seen that we are passing the values, right? Which values we are passing? Whatever the username we are getting, that we are going to pass it over here. Okay, and whatever the password we are getting, we are passing it over here. Okay, now see here. This is normal, and I'm going to take one more, general method. See, general method means here just comparison. I'm just taking normal comparison, like previously how we have done in a testng, same type of procedure I'm using, like a driver dot find element. See here, what I'm going to do is just public void. Here I'm verify title. Okay, generally how we do that title verification, actual is expected only, right? How we are going to get that one? If I have if I want to get the actual title, driver dot, okay, driver dot get title, we used to write like this only, right? So this one, what I'm going to do, I'm just placing it in a actual title, which obviously returns a string only, because title, right? I'm trying to fetch the title, so the return type will be string. Now I'm just giving an assertion over here. Assert dot assert true. Assert dot assert true. What I just wanted to give this, like this actual dot contains, okay, actual dot contains swag labs, right? I'm just giving as bag. If this contains this name, okay, it will return true, or else title not match. Okay, see here. If this assert, what I'm getting the actual title, in that actual title, if it consists of labs, okay, it will return true. Otherwise, in case if it is mismatch, then it will display as title not match. Okay, I just wanted to print that. Title is title is matched. I mean, if I want to print what is the actual title, I just wanted to print it on the console to know what is actual title I'm getting over here. So, like in general method, how we are using the assets, in the same way we can use assets here as well. Okay, by using a page factor. Here, how we need to use asset dot asset true. Okay, asset dot asset true. Here, what we are going to do, the same thing. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to driver dot get current URL. Okay, get current URL contains, okay, get current URL contains this investor page or not. Just let me check it out what it is there in the next page. See, I just wanted to capture this title investor. Okay, inventor inventor is there or not, I just wanted to find out. So this is what I'm giving over here. Okay, asset true driver dot get current URL contains. So after logging in, okay, it will move to the next page, right? There, whether it is whether it is containing this text or not, I'm checking out. Okay, if it contains that, it should display a message. Okay, it should display a message stating that login completed. Okay, this is my first test case which I have written. So for this, what I need to do is, so first for login page we have done. So for login page, we have what we have done. We have identified the username, password, and login button. And after entering into that next page, so we are captured the title as well for the comparison. So we have done with the first page. Now what we are going to do is, as I told you that this is this driver and these are all coming from the base class, right? Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just creating one base class. Okay, I'm just creating a base class. You can call it as a base test. Okay, just base test, and here just give public web driver. Now what we need to do is, see, we have created a login page, right? Here actually in base class, what we are going to do, we are going to launch the browser. Okay, we are going to launch the browser in a base class. See, public void setup. Okay, so already we have taken driver over there, right? Driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay, now driver dot get URL. So this is the URL, we are going to place it over there. I just wanted to give implicit wait of 10 seconds. Okay, driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait of duration dot half seconds. Let me give 10 seconds of time. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, see, here this is a base class, right? So now we are calling, I mean, we are interacting with this page, right? From base class to we are going to interact with this login page, right? So we need to create an object in the base class. Okay, we need to create an object in the base class. Why? Because in case if you are not creating in that, see, in every method, I mean in every test case, whenever you are trying to call any method from the page factory, page object, okay, page I mean this thing, page factory, it will ask you again and again to create an object. Okay, for the same class, it will for the same class or page. So whenever you are trying to access from the page factory, it will ask you to create object again and again. So to avoid that, instead of, I mean, instead of creating for each page, what we are going to do is, it is better to create an object only once, okay, in base class, so that it can access, uh, so it won't ask, whenever we are creating. Otherwise, for each and every page, it keep on asking to create, create an object for that. So to avoid that, what we are going to do, it is better to create an object in the base class itself. So for what we are going to create an base object for the login page. For the login page, what we are going to do, we are just creating an object, just lb. Now you need to import it from where, see here, page factory. From where it is getting from page factory. Okay, now we need to, initialize the object over here. How to initialize an object? lp equals to new login and pass the driver over here. That's it, done. Okay, now what we need to do is, we need to create a test cases for the login page. Now we are going to create a test cases for the login page. Login page test for page factory. Okay, so now we have created, here we have created the, I mean here we have identified the elements, and we have written the methods, right? Now what we are going to do is, we are calling those methods in our login page. Okay, we are going to call that in our login page. So where is our you know uh, page setup and all this? It is available in the base class, right? The page setup is available in the base class, and the object is also created. So see, whenever the object is created, then only this constructor will get executed. Okay, this constructor will get executed and the values get initialized. When, as and when the object got created, the constructor will get, you know initialize the values for that. So now what we are going to do is, we need to use the inheritance concept over here. Why? Because see, this page is extends base class, base test, base test. Why? Because if you want to perform any operations, the browser should be launched, right? So the browser launch concept, I mean, that we have written in the base class. So for that reason, what I'm going to do is, I'm just extending this base class in my login page test. Now see here, what I'm going to do is public void verify title, public void verify title. At the same time, I'm taking one more method. Let me create one more method. Okay, this is for this time. Just name it as logo test. Okay, login. Sorry, login test. So I have taken two methods over here. Import test. Okay, here also import the at the rate test annotation. Now, if you want, you can give priority as well. Which one has to get executed first? Suppose say that I want first this to get executed, and next priority equals to 2. Okay. So now see, whatever driver, okay, whatever driver you call, whatever page object you call, everything, okay, it is available under the base test only. Okay, everything is available under base test, because see, as I told you that base test, what are all available here? Objects are available. Okay, at the same time, so we have created a page setup also here. Okay, now see here, simply just lp dot, okay, we have already written the code for that. Which code? Okay, verify title. So already we have written the code over here. Okay, verify title. Now here lp dot verify login. So now what I'm going to do is I'm passing the values of username and the password. Okay, username and password. Okay, we'll just run it once. We'll see. I'm getting two failures. Why null pointer exception? Why this null pointer exception I'm getting is because of we have initialized it, right? So LP is equals to new login page driver. Yes, sorry. So this has to be done before test. Okay, this has to be done before test. Okay, this has to be done before test. Now let me run this one. Okay, we have written two test cases, right? One is title match and the other one is a login. So both got passed. So this is how we can perform operations on page object model by form implementation. So now what we are going to do is So we have seen the first page, right? Likewise, we'll see the second page as well. Okay, after this login, we'll see how to work with the second page also, so that we can know how we can link up two pages. Okay, as of now, we have seen a uh, login page, right? So we are going to see the second page also, how we are going to identify the elements and how we are going to interlink these two pages, so that based on that you can design your page object for the entire application. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, see, as I'm is anyone having any doubt? Good to go, right? Fine then. Okay, now see, this is what we have done, right? First page, we're done with the first page. Now let us see the second page. Now here I just wanted to count the product, how many, how many products are there. I just wanted to take a count of it and the product details. Okay, how we will do, we'll see that one. So for that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create one more, page which is called inventory page. And one more class I'm going to create. So what is that class? Just let me copy this one. Okay, I'm creating inventory page. This is the second page. Okay, I'm working on second page. Just click on it. So now here also we need to follow the same as we have done for the login page. Here also what we are going to take, private WebDriver I have taken as private, and again here I'm creating a constructor. Okay, the same thing, the same steps we need to follow. For every page, we need to create a constructor. Okay, and a page factory as well for initialization purpose. Okay, I'm just passing the WebDriver as a reference over here. Again, I'm going to get it from the base class. Now this dot driver equals to driver. Okay, now what is the next step? I need to call in init elements. What is the step I need to write? Page factory, right? Page factory dot init elements. Here also first it will accept two parameters. Okay, first one is driver, and the second parameter is nothing but a current page instance. That means simply you can give as this, it's enough. Okay, now here what I'm going to do is, I just wanted to I'm sorry, I just wanted to identify how many you know uh, products are there here. How many products are there here? Okay, just a minute. So I think this will be the parent for all the list where it is. Just let me write an XPath for this. Control C. So one of one. Let me write an XPath for this. Div at the rate class equals to, just give it in a single quotes. Okay. Now, but I have few more products, right? So for that, what I need to do, I just give div and at the rate class equals to single quotes your inventory dot. Okay. If you have seen, I have a six products over there. Okay. This is how we can write an XPath. So I have identified six over here. Just copy this one, copy this XPath. Now, what I'm going to do is, see, at the rate find by, here it is not a single element, right? If you have more than one, we'll take a list of web element, right? So here what I'm going to do is, I have identified by using what XPath. XPath equals to, just place it over here. Okay. Now this is not a single web element, right? This is a list of web element. So list of web element, it's, I'm just giving as a name as total underscore product, total product. Okay. Now just import this one, import it from Java, and this is from Selenium. Okay. Now what I did, I have identified the total number of products. How many are there? I have identified. The same time, if I want to, suppose if I want to just click on this, I just identified one particular item. Okay. I just wanted to click on that. Suppose say that this is one, this is one more operation I am performing. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. Is to have one item. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. us take this one. After selecting that item, what I'm going to do is and just click on add to cart. Okay, I just click on add to cart. Let me identify this one. Okay, that particular item, and I just wanted to click on the add to cart. Find by id equals to add to cart, and this is web element. Okay, simply add button. I'm just taking it as add button. Okay, now see here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just performing the methods. Okay, I'm just taking only two elements over here, and how to perform actions now we are going to do. First one is I just wanted to get the count of products, right? So public void verify product count, verify product count. So simply how to get a product count. Already we know that uh, if I want to find any if I have any radio buttons or checkboxes, if I want to get the count of that, what is the method I'm going to use? Size only, right? Here also size method, and just place that in a count, which returns obviously integer. Okay, now here I can give an assertion, assert dot assert true. Okay, my count, I know my count is 6, right? 6. In case if it is not equal to 6, then it should display a error message stating that product count is wrong. Okay, so set that set equals. Okay, so my count I know it is 6. In case if it is not 6, then it will display a error message stating that product count is wrong. I just wanted to, if it is correct, I mean, if it is giving the correct exact count, I just wanted to print it in a console, like total products. Where will I get the count? Count only, right? So total number of products will be getting from here. Now, what is the next? I'm going to take one more method, which is like public void verify product details, verify product details. Now, how we are going to get the product details? Product details in the sense I just wanted to fetch all the six names of that product or likewise. So for that, what I need to do, if I have set of values to to perform operation on all those, I can use for loop, right? So I can use for loop, or for each also I can use. This is nothing but an enhanced for loop. Okay. So where are my products? I have all my products in the total underscore products, right? So each item in that product is a web element. Okay. And just place it like this. So from total product I'm getting one by one, and I'm just wanted to print the title of that each product. Get title or get text, sorry. Okay, I just wanted to get the text of each one. So now what I need to do, I need to create a test case for this. Which one? For the inventory test is there, right? For this inventory we need to create a test case. You need to create a test case because we need to access from the that base class. Now you need to extend the base class in this test case, and we need to run execute the test cases. See how we need to do. Just a minute, guys, it's almost done. Test pf. Okay, investor test pf. Here the same thing. What we need to do, here also we need to extends base test. Okay, extends base test and public void public void page setup. Okay, public void page setup. Here in this base class, what you need to do, you need to create an object. Okay, IP. This we need to import from this one, and here you need to initialize it. New inventory page and pass the driver over here. That's it. So come here. So this will be before class. So the same thing I need to pass it over here. Which one? So what are the values I have passed it over here? Just a minute. Yeah, this one. Okay, pass it over here. Now write the test cases. Already we have written a logic for that. We need to just call those methods. That's it. Verify product, verify product count. Okay, and the other one is public void verify, verify product details. So these are the two methods we have created, right? Now just at the rate test, test. So here also, if you want, you can give priority. Which one has to be executed first. So now what I'm going to do is, see here, IP dot, so verify product count, right? And here IP dot verify product details. That's it. Okay, if you want, you can just run this one. So here we have two test two test cases in this, and in this class we have two test cases, right? So this is in one class I'm having two test cases, and the other in the other class I'm having two test cases, so that I can, if I want to run both at a time, I can create a testng.xml. Okay, in this testng.xml, what I can do is, see, I just wanted to, let me create one. See, what I can do is, okay, classes, class, okay, copy this one, paste it over here, dot, login test page, copy this, paste it over here, and give the industry page. Okay, now this is test, and just name it as test one, so that it will execute both the test cases. Okay, see here, we have four test cases and four got passed. Perform page object model. Okay, so any doubts, guys? If you're not having any doubts, we can wind up the class. Okay then, thank you so much.